Music never stops evolving, from disco in the 70s to the synth pop revolution of the 80s and grunge classics of the 90s. And now there's one massive trend you might have missed.
Just killed a man.
Back in the 70s, we loved an epic. The 80s, a drawn-out ballad. And some Motown classics that just never seem to end. Back in the 70s and 80s, the transition from vinyl to tape and CDs allowed for longer song times. But since the 90s, the average length of a track on the Billboard Hot 100 has gone from around 4 minutes down to just over 3. And a fifth of the songs nominated at this year's Grammys clocked in even shorter.
People are busy, whether it's dating, for example. On Tinder, you can sit there and just sort of flick through a million faces in a minute and decide who it is that you want to go out with. People like everything delivered and they want it right now. The attention span is shorter than it was before.
New age bops embracing the brevity include Amy Shark's hit, Can I Shower at Yours?
Now watch how quickly I fall for you, I fall for you.
And this banger from Lil Nas X.
The very inexpensive availability of streaming music has, I think, created shorter songs as well. You can very quickly listen to the first 10, 15 seconds of a song. If you don't like it, off you go, and you pick up another one.
Black Talk, big T-shirt, Billy.
Quicker hits have a better chance of going viral, and it only takes 30 seconds of listening for artists to earn royalties on a track.
TikTok, for example, is brought into the equation. They've got to find a really snappy 30 seconds. You're not going to hear a 2.5-minute instrumental intro to a song before vocals start anymore. It all starts on the count of 10. 10.
So, with song length in freefall, just how short can our chart toppers get?
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me.
Well, Nova Radio's Kent Small, aka Smallzy, has been behind the mic for more than 2 decades, and he probably knows better than most that small things come in good packages. That's not right. That's not right. Good things come in small packages.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Smallzy, why do you think this is happening?
Look, it's a combination of factors, to be honest with you. Our attention spans are shorter. The algorithm some people say, has ruined music. And then there's TikTok. You can't get away from TikTok. And I think it's a perfect storm at the moment, which has resulted in songs becoming the shortest they probably have in 2 or 3 generations.
So, songs are getting shorter, we've established that. Are they changing in other ways as well?
Yeah, artists can deep dive into their Apple Music or their Spotify data and find out when people are skipping their songs. And a lot of the time it finds out if you take too long to get to the chorus, or we call it the hook in the music business, the sort of the part where you get hooked in. If you don't get to the hook quick enough, your fans will skip the song. So then they try to put the chorus as quick to the front as possibly they can.
Wow.
Which is why you'll notice now a lot of songs start straight in at the hook, straight in at the chorus.
Right, so you can't have a song that builds. You basically...
Unless you're Taylor Swift.
Right, OK.
Smallzy, I don't want to be like, back in my day it was better, but music is getting worse.
How old are you? Back in my day.
Yeah, you know, I'm talking about mid-2000s. That's when music hit its peak, OK?
Yeah.
But is music worse off, in all seriousness, because of this trend?
Probably, yes, I think so. I think it's harder than ever for unknown artists to get discovered, and I think that's why we're getting shorter, is that you don't want to get skipped. If you get skipped, you get passed over by the algorithm. The big stars become bigger stars because they have a fan base, but it's very tough for unknowns to really crack it.
Smallzy, if you look at, like, iconic tracks like Bohemian Rhapsody, that's become like a famous crowd song in its entirety, sung at festivals, or Purple Rain, and part of what makes them so anthemic is the length of them. If someone wrote a song like that now, would it be played on the radio?
You're going to have to be a name artist if you're going to want to try. If you're chasing streams, then it has to be short and sharp if you are trying to break through. But hey, I'm sure there's songs released every day that you and I have never heard of that are 6 minutes long.
Well, that's kind of the point, is that once upon a time you might have heard.
I hear you found my SoundCloud, Smallzy. Thanks for listening.
Smallzy, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, guys.